Warning! We are about to spoil Back to the Future 2. If you haven't seen the movie and you plan on watching it, leave now and come back later. But if you have seen it or you just don't care, then please stick around. Fun fact. If Back to the Future was made today to fit the joke of using a DeLorean as a time machine, they would have to use a Cybertruck.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cinema Roulette. We are back here on the series wheel for yet another installment. We hope you all are doing well.
We're covering Alien this time, right?
I wish. How many tries we got left in that? Like 5?
We got 4 more spins.
4 more spins. Yep.
Which, I know I talked to you about the James Bond rule. I won't implement whichever version we go with that until after the 4 spins to give Alien the best chance of being landed on.
Okay, good. Yeah, that makes sense.
But we'll talk about that when we get back to the series wheel in basically a month.
Yep.
Also, welcome to Cinema Roulette. We didn't do a Halloween episode. Or we did, and it wasn't good.
Yeah, we did. We tried. It wasn't good, but hey, this movie happens to have an October theme to it, so...
Yeah, there was a part of me that realized, like, this is just kind of universal punishment for my reasoning of not doing Christmas episodes.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you're tired of that holiday being in everyone's face? Here, you get an October movie, but it's not Halloween.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, well, guess that's the wheel, everybody.
This is what happens when I make the wheel. The spite gets put in it.
Exactly. There's too much of your spite in it.
God damn it. I thought I got it out of there, but it's still there.
You know what else is still here? This episode. And today, we're reviewing Back to the Future, Part 2.
What the hell is going on here?
Ba, ba, ba. Also, we didn't hear that because of that lovely, lovely silence.
That's true. Love me some silence.
Yes. But hey.
And love me some retread sequels.
Oh, yeah. They retread quite a bit in this movie, which is unfortunate, but...
Yeah, and I'll talk about this a bit more later. It's technically the same problem as Men in Black 2, but also it's not nearly as bad.
Yeah. It's a better crafted movie than that for sure.
But before we get to that, we should talk about the plot for the people who haven't watched the Back to the Future movies for some reason. Like, why haven't you?
Yeah, do it, man. They're great.
They're good movies. Even this one, which is probably going to end up as weakest of the series.
Yeah. Still really enjoyable.
Still good.
Yeah.
Just don't want... It's a lot worse if you watch them all in one sitting. I would say that.
Yeah, if you're like binging them.
But we had, a short break between the first movie and the second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it took, 2 years?
Like 3.
3, yeah.
Next year, I'll stop joking about the 3 years. But for now...
For now, the plot.
The plot. We go back to the ending of the first movie. Marty's still back at home in the super cool universe where his dad's rich and he has the girl and money and a truck and also probably has no idea what his life has been like for the past 20 years. But let's ignore that.
Yeah.
His girlfriend shows up and she looks exactly the same. They're about to kiss. Doc shows up and says, Marty! They need to go back to the future because, not Doc would be going back. This would be Marty's first time.
Yeah.
But they're going back because something's up with Marty's kid. As they head back in time, the DeLorean is able to fly now. it also has an engine that uses garbage to run. These are, one of those isn't actually important to the plot. I just think it's cool.
Yeah.
But also, Biff sees the DeLorean disappear. They go to the distant year of 2015. Insert some jokes here. Like, we're in 2025. I don't know, man. That was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Happier times. But Doc is explaining that Marty's son goes to prison because he is caught in some sort of robbery. Also, apparently, Marty's one of those fucking people who names their kid Marty Jr.
Yeah.
I'll save it until we get to there. And Jennifer starts freaking out because she's in the future and this is a lot of information taken. So Doc knocks her out and now she's been fridged for the next half of the movie.
Yeah, she's just out cold for the most of it.
Which, again, literally, why bring her then?
Mm-hmm. He's like, bring her. This concerns her too, but it really doesn't. She's heard too much. Okay, we're gonna knock her out.
As soon as she asks too many questions that most people would just ask,
Yeah.
He's like, shut up, Zap. And then, but they land the car. They're back in futuristic Hill Valley. The son is going to be arrested tomorrow. We're putting a pin there. But his son's going to be arrested tomorrow. Doc has a plan. Marty is going to go around the corner into a diner where his son would be. Because his son looks exactly like him because that's how genetics works. Hold on. What is Biff's son's name?
GIF.
It's just GIF?
It's just GIF.
God, the naming in Hill Valley is awful.
Seriously?
Then again, it's a town called Hill Valley,
Yeah.
which the more I say it, the more that name annoys me.
Hill Valley.
What do we name this town? Well, there's hills in this valley.
Yep.
Hill Valley!
That's literally how certain towns are named, though, because just a quick little side note, in my town, there's a road named Circle Hill, and it's a hill that's a circle. Circle Hill.
As opposed to those triangle hills.
Yeah. Or those silent ones.
I prefer Screaming Ditch, thank you very much.
Right.
But yeah, Marty needs to go into the diner and tell Giff no. He takes a cool walk around town to see the future and some nice little gags like Jaws 19 being made by Spielberg's son and the shark still looks fake, the usual.
Yep.
Or the other impossibility of the Cubs winning the World Series.
Quick and a quick fun fact about the shark, that effect, that was unchanged from like the test one that IBM showed him. He apparently liked the way it looked so bad.
So they were gonna make it better.
Yeah, but he was like, nah, that's fine. I like it.
That's good.
Yeah.
But Marty's in the diner. I'm forgetting all the jokes. Like, what was the Pepsi called?
Pepsi Perfect.
Pepsi Perfect. He also sees Elijah Wood and some other kid who didn't get famous messing with an old arcade machine. He shows that he's good, and the kid's like, oh, you have to use your hands? That's a baby's toy. But before Gift comes in, Marty Jr. comes in.
Or Griff,
So,
G-R-I-F-F.
Marty...
Griff, G-R-I-F-F.
Oh. Like Red versus Blue.
Yeah.
Man, I've been wanting to rewatch Red versus Blue. I don't even know why.
It's great. It's hilarious still.
I never got past season 9. I wonder if the other seasons are still good. But anyway. Griff comes in and... Oh, no. Marty Jr. comes in, so normal Marty has to hide. He goes behind the diner, the counter at the diner, and then Griff comes in. Griff comes in and is trying to get Marty Jr. to agree to some plan. But luckily, Griff gets distracted by Biff outside and waddles back out there. Nope. God, sorry. Okay, it's literally, it's been a week since we watched the movie. I apologize. If gets mad at Marty Jr. for doing stupid shit, punches him. He goes over the counter, and normal Marty switches with him, gets in a fight with Griff. They do a somewhat similar chase, but this time it's a hoverboard, not a skateboard.
Yeah, exactly.
Luckily, Marty wins in the end. Griff crashes with his gang, and they all get arrested because they went through multiple windows, and that caused serious damage to Town Hall, basically. The future is saved.
Hooray, in the first half hour of the movie. Oh.
Yeah. Also, I forgot to mention, normal Marty did run into super old Biff. That happened.
Yep.
But so that Biff is wandering around outside and also really doesn't care that his grandson or just general son got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
Sees his son and his friends crash and just goes, butt heads. Sure, buddy, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
But hey, Marty gets back. Well, Marty sees in his shop a sports almanac. And he thinks, if he reads that, he could place bets on other sports and make a few bucks in the past. Buys that, runs back into Doc, and they realize, hey, situation saved. Even though it was supposed to be a bit more subtle, the newspaper Doc had of Marty's son being arrested now talks about Griff and his gang arrested, so it's all good. We can go home, guys. And Jennifer got kidnapped.
Yep.
Yeah, because instead of keeping her knocked out body in the car, Doc just placed her randomly in an alleyway.
Yeah. And
so, of course,
police are there.
Yeah, so of course someone reported, hey, there's a person passed out in the alleyway, and the cops come in and are like, they scan her DNA and go, oh, well, she lives back in the suburbs, so let's just take her home. Jennifer eventually wakes up in the home of the future with all the other McFlys. She's kind of hiding around, just seeing how this future is. Gotta be honest, nothing really important happens in this scene. We just see the future is kind of neat.
Yeah.
But I will point out that we see older Marty, who is played by Michael J. Fox, his son, Marty Jr., who is played by Michael J. Fox, and his daughter, who was also played by Michael J. Fox.
Yep. It's pretty great. 3 characters.
I didn't know that last one for a good while.
Yeah. It's great makeup. What can I say?
And the voice, hearing the voice again behind the scenes when they bring this up, I was like, oh yeah, I should have noticed that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's going around the house, and Doc and Marty show up down the street. Doc says he's going to go in because if Marty sees himself of the future, it can cause a whole thing. Even though in a few moments Jennifer is going to see her future self, they both pass out and nothing else comes of it.
Yeah.
But Marty is left at the DeLorean. So then Marty leaves the door wide open and leaves the DeLorean to go walk around town.
He's like, oh shoot, it's a dog on a leash. Ha!
Away he goes. And Biff has been following them because while he was in town square, he saw Marty Jr. running off, but he also saw future Marty talking with Doc and put things together.
Yep.
Doc also yelled at Marty for having the almanac and tried to throw it away, but Biff grabbed it.
Yeah, he overheard that conversation.
So Biff, since Marty left the DeLorean wide fucking open, like, look, I know it's a white suburbs, but there's still people who can steal a car.
Exactly.
But Biff hops in the car and goes back in time. Luckily, the car is back by the time Doc grabs Jennifer and Marty decides to wander back. They head home, leave Jennifer at home. Doc drops Marty off at home, and he sneaks in through the window and finds a child in his bed. He gets chased out by her dad with a baseball bat and starts realizing town doesn't look the same. There's a lot of broken cars and gates and just burning wrecks. Everything kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Bit more wandering around. shit's just fucked in general.
Everybody knows
He even
that
runs
shit's
into the
fucked.
principal who almost executes him. What were you about to say?
That was just a joke. Everybody knows that shit's fucked.
But eventually he finds the big hotel of Biff, or Biff Tower, if you will. I forget, why do the goons even knock him out?
I don't know, because I think the goons know who he is because Marty's his adopted son in this universe. So I think they've seen him before. I don't know why they knock him out though. That's weird.
They're just dicks.
They're just assholes. Yeah, which I mean they work for Biff, so yeah, I could see that, but
Yeah, fair enough. Turns out Biff went and gave his younger self the almanac, and he used that almanac in order to make millions off of betting. And in this time also killed Marty's dad so he could date his mom.
yep.
He figures this out. He goes back to Doc. Doc figures this out. This happened too. So they need to figure out where the almanac is in the past, grab it, and then fix the timeline. Luckily, Marty goes back to Biff Tower and talks to his stepdad. And is just like, "Hey, tell me about the sports almanac." And Biff spills the beans, says exactly where he got it, the day he got it, and what he was supposed to do. One issue: his older self also warned him to kill anyone who asked about the sports almanac.
He actually said specifically an old man claiming to be a scientist and a kid.
Yes. And who would have guessed it's my own son?
Ugh.
But Marty runs to the roof as Biff chases him with a gun. He jumps off the roof. Luckily, Doc is there with the DeLorean, and they go back in time. I'm going to want to complain about this part so much, but I will get through the synopsis.
Okay, yeah.
We go back in time. We see older Biff giving young Biff the almanac. Marty keeps trying to grab it, but something keeps getting in the way. It's the finale of the first movie.
Yeah.
Eventually, they go to the school dance. The principal takes what Marty thinks is the almanac, but it's not the almanac. It was a porn book that Biff used the cover of the almanac on to cover it up.
Ooh la la.
And then Marty's like, I don't know where Biff is, while jokingly the scene of Biff getting punched in the face is happening in the background. He goes out there, he grabs the actual almanac. But then Biff's goons at the time say they're going to kill McFly, or Calvin Klein.
Yeah, Calvin
That was
Klein.
his fake name. So they're weighing off stage, so Marty has to go into the stage, and he drops sandbags on them so they don't kick his ass in the past. But as he's trying to leave, Biff stops him, and Marty, running out of the school, knocks out other Marty, so Biff takes the almanac, and we have to do another fucking chase. But we get the almanac. We destroy the almanac. Doc is flying around in DeLorean. We're about to go home. Doc is struck by lightning and disappears.
Yep.
In the DeLorean. Well, shit.
What do I do
Luckily, a postman comes to the middle of fuck off nowhere and hands him a letter from the 1800s. It turns out Doc has been sent to the Old West and he needs Marty's help. So he goes and finds Doc of the past, who just sent Marty to the future, and says, Doc, I need your help. I need to get back to the Old West to save you. And the movie ends.
Yep. And that was Back to the Future Part 2.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Do we start with good, or do we go on the trail of bad?
Well, I mean, there is still quite a bit of good to cover, but I say let's get the bad out of the way first, because there's a couple of things that are with this movie. Now, again, it's not to say we don't like this movie. It's not like a bad movie, but it's definitely the weakest out of the Back to the Future movies for a couple of reasons.
Yeah, I'm going to sound way more annoyed than I actually am at the movie.
Yeah.
Not that I'm acting it up for entertainment purposes, but more of just when you're isolating these little things, they kind of snowball into stupidity.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to that pin. His son is arrested tomorrow. Doc is in this big rush. He can't possibly take Jennifer back to the future, back to the past. even though she's asking too many questions, we have to keep going. We also have to do this the day right before Marty's kid gets arrested, even though we have a time machine.
Yeah, exactly. He's in this big rush. He goes there. He's like, "Oh my gosh, Marty, we need to go like right now. Drop everything you're doing. You don't even get like a day or so." It's like, and like, "Oh, we gotta go the day it's there, and then I'm gonna quickly explain everything to you. You have a time machine. Could and when you travel back, could you not have given a few more days for reconnaissance, maybe in preparation? Like, give Marty some time to adjust to the new future."
Yeah, give Marty half a second to like relax and be like, okay, I am here now.
Yeah.
This is the lingo of the place. This is what's going on. There is now Pepsi Perfect, like that sort of thing. But no.
No. And I think it was just kind of an excuse to move the plot along so we get to it, but I think they could have done that in a better and more natural way. And I think I read online too that he regretted doing that little stinger at the end of the movie because, like, instead of like making a whole new adventure, they had to kind of go off of that.
Well, they did want to do a series back. I heard kind of different because it was supposed to be one big script with the Wild West part, and then they were like, "This is 2 movies worth of content."
That makes sense. Because I know when they made the first movie, they weren't like planning on sequels, at least not anytime soon. But then I think I heard that like the studio kind of rushed into production. They're like, "Yeah, we're doing a sequel," and he was like, "Well," and the director at first was not on board, and then they were like, "Yeah, well, we're doing it with or without you." So that's why he.
Oh, you're talking about the start of this movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you meant the stinger at the end of this one.
No, the first movie.
Okay, well,
yeah.
There's 2 stinger endings, so sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, at the end of the first
it's in such a rush when you have a time machine.
Yeah, exactly. So it just feels kind of like, why are we doing this? It just feels kind of sloppily done, and a lot of the characters just make stupid decisions for no reason, I feel.
Like, pointed out, Marty just walks off. No fucking reason given.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if it was supposed to imply, oh, it's his neighborhood, so he maybe, like, subconsciously feels safer, but still, like, it's not even a good reason he walks off. Like, someone talks to him or something. It's just, he sees something and goes. That's it.
And, like, okay, sure, a DeLorean is, jokingly at the time, a piece of junk car.
Yeah.
No, hardly anyone bought it. It's 2015. A futuristic DeLorean is probably a collector's item. You don't leave the door fucking unlocked.
Yeah, exactly. You're in the far future. Probably had a revival at this point. People could probably make a good buck off that at that point in the economy. That and Doc bringing her along and just leaving her in the alley. It's like, why?
Like, I get that, hey, the ending of the first movie, it said that she was going to be dragged along too. Just write a part for her.
Yeah.
Make her smart. Make her wittier than both of them. I don't know. Something more fun than just knock her out and put her in the fridge for a bit.
Yeah, because they knock her out, put her in the fridge for a bit, and then they, like, he puts her on her doorstep in the messed up timeline, and they go, and they don't bring her along. It's like, oh, it's fine. Time will heal around them, and it'll be fine.
They totally died and had...
Yeah.
That version of them is dead.
Oh, totally. Because, I mean, you just saw there were random shootings all over the place. She is not safe wherever her old house was.
Also, if she did die, would she just wake up like it was a nightmare?
Yeah. Who knows? Time wibbly wobbly.
Which, also, the worst part of this movie is the last act.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just... Here, the main thing that was always screaming in the back of my mind is Marty is like, how am I supposed to find this? I don't know where Biff is. 1, he just lived this day 2 days ago.
Yeah, in his sense of time, he'd fixed the timeline, and then he went there, and we see that he, like, barely has any time in it before Doc brings him and comes back. Hey, we're going back to the future. And so, like, this is just a couple days ago for him. Does he have that bad of a memory?
And also, we do this chase for the almanac so long. It drags, especially when we have to chase down Biff again, just so we could do fucking manure joke a second time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just we get the thing, we lose the thing, we get the thing, we lose the thing. It's like, okay.
What is this? Castle of Cagliostro?
Right? But oof. Yeah, it's just it just feels, and I think that on top of like the many like repeated beats that we go through, it just feels a bit lazy at times.
Yeah, it like the hoverboard. They do the thing that I've called out other movies for, so I'll call it out here, where they're like, where Biff sees the hoverboard chase going on, he's like, I feel like I've seen this before. Hey, movie, mentioning that you've done this chase almost beat for beat before doesn't make it funny. It shows you were lazy and just went with it.
Exactly. Yeah. Because, like, I feel like in the first one, the tension happened a lot more naturally. And I know it's kind of unfair to compare them because the first one's, like, such a perfect movie. But, like, they went back to the past and then they ran out of fuel. And the whole thing was he had to chase him down. And just the tension just built and built and built way more naturally into this big finale. And it was really heart pounding. And even, like, I even get, like, really excited when I rewatch the first finale. The first one, it's like, oh, yeah, let's go. Like, they're barely going to have it. It just arose naturally. Here, it just feels like just the motivations are just by stupid decisions and like comedy of error type things.
Yeah, it's because in the first movie, the ticking clock is a natural thing. Like, there is no way they are going to be able to predict where a lightning strike is.
Yep.
So this is the only one where they know they'll get enough power.
Exactly.
Here, it's a lot like, oh my god, we have limited time to do this. You have a time machine.
Exactly. Hypothetically, and because it has a reusable fuel source, we established this, you could just keep jumping back if you messed it up.
Yeah, and also, you might bring up like, oh, well, Doc says if you run into your past self, you'll break things. We saw Jennifer do it and nothing happened.
Yeah, it was fine. It's fine. Worked itself out.
Doc also runs into himself later, and even though, yes, he doesn't know his past self doesn't know he's talking to his future self, they still interact and nothing happens.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, he helps him. So like he actually helps him. He's like, I need this screwdriver. Don't you mean this screwdriver? Well, if he sped up the process, couldn't that hypothetically mess with time somehow?
Yeah, it's just there. Or Marty also stopping the goons, which was just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense on why that happened, but also it was such a no tension scene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just I think a lot of the script just needed more time, but they were doing this and part 3 at the same time, and I think part 3 was given a lot more attention than part 2.
Well, as we were talking before we started the episode, the director didn't really like the future bit. He didn't really care about it.
Yeah.
And when you start to think about the movie too much, you kind of get that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, the dark present is pretty interesting, but when we go back to the climax of the first movie, it's just like, okay,
Yeah.
this is kind of the least interesting part of the movie.
Yeah. I just jokingly said when we were watching it, thanks for reminding me how much better part 1's finale was. But yeah, no, it's just some lazy stuff like that. But what else negative? I think that's about it, huh?
I will say one last thing. Marty not knowing where Biff is so stupid, mainly because Biff says, I was at the mechanic, and then this old man came up to me claiming to be my uncle or something.
Yeah, exactly. He straight up told you.
And this town seems to hardly change, so you would probably know where the mechanic is. Mm-hmm. Just go there.
Exactly.
And also Doc says like they can't run into old Biff, which why not?
Yeah, why not? He already knows.
Yeah, he already knows about time travel. You know what? Run up to the old Biff, punch him square in the chest, and take the almanac from him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I know they said, like,
oh, no.
Well, the future's already messed up, so we can't interfere with him handing him the thing or something.
Why? Nothing would happen with old Biff.
I don't know.
The difference might be he sees an old man die of a heart attack on the sidewalk.
Yeah. But I mean, then again, Biff couldn't go back to his time period then, I guess, and that would mess with the timeline line somehow. But
Oh no, yeah, he seemed like such a nice
Stop.
guy in the future.
I know, right? But yeah, it's just I don't know. But yeah. But the good, I mean, it's still Back to the Future, and the cast still has great chemistry, and there's some good dialogue here and there. So
I think that's what saves it from being a Men in Black 2
mhm.
is the character dialogue is still really sharp and pretty funny throughout.
Yeah, exactly. Even if the plot needed a bit more work, the witty dialogue is still there, and everyone looks like they're having a great time. And they had a lot of fun with the future sets too. I really love some of the little technology things they show.
Yeah, and also they had to make like a completely new camera system to do all the split character shots.
Yep, that's correct. I was reading about that too. That was Vistaglide.
Vistaglide. God, why did we stop naming technology cool things?
I know, right? Yeah, because before, when they did split shots, you couldn't. The whole thing was it'd have to be static. You couldn't really move it around. But it was one. It was considered one of the most groundbreaking projects for ILM because you could actually move the camera around while they were composited together.
Actually, did you read about how the future dinner scene at the Marty house almost got fucked?
I did not. Pray tell.
Okay, so they still need things to stay static, like the set behind them and all that,
Mm-hmm.
for the shot not to look iffy. They spent multiple days gluing everything down. They put up security guards so no one would go on the set and touch anything. And then that night, a fucking earthquake happened.
Are you serious?
Luckily, it was
Wow.
very small. Nothing was put too far out of place. It all still worked out. But the fact the
Yeah.
one day where they're like, okay, we have it all set. We are going to shoot tomorrow. Earthquake.
God. That reminds me how in the making of the first Star Wars movie, they went to film the desert Tatooine scenes in this place that was infamously dry, and it had its first like hard rain monsoon in like 100 years when they went to film it.
Where's the movie Fargo take place again?
Oh, it's one of those Midwestern states. Shit.
North Dakota.
North Dakota. Yep.
For that movie, the directors had lived in North Dakota and they knew how big the winters were. Of course, when they went to shoot the movie in winter, it was the least amount of snowfall in decades.
Of fucking course.
So because they thought like, oh, if we shoot in winter, then we won't need to use fake snow. They still had to use fake snow.
Of course. That sucks. Oh man. And some more fun behind the scenes facts, if I can actually fucking talk. Apparently, like
That is helpful for a podcast.
yeah, 2 years were needed to finish building the sets and writing the scripts before creation to begin. And during that time, the creation of the aged characters, it was a closely guarded secret at the time. It involved state-of-the-art makeup effects to age the actors. Fox described the process as very time-consuming, saying it could take over 4 hours.
Oof.
Yeah, so they apparently worked.
No, you can continue.
No, I was just gonna say, apparently, like they worked really hard on that. And the reason that, because remember how like Fox was pulling double duty on the first one, filming Family Ties.
Yes.
Well, apparently, the last season was going on while he was filming part 2, and for a 3-week period near the end of filming, the crew split, and most remained dedicated to shooting part 3. So, Family Ties, they were taking advantage of the fact that the show was ending, and so because it was just good timing, they decided to shoot part 3 just to like save money.
Gee, God, he must have been so fucking tired.
Honestly, like I feel bad for Michael J. Fox. Apparently, like he was nothing but fun and great on set, and everyone loved him, and like it was just the thing they needed. But man, like he was a trooper. I will give him that. Same with Gale.
Seriously.
Same with Gale, the screenwriter. Apparently, he like only slept a few hours a day because he had to fly between Burbank and in California for part 3. Like he was literally supervising both productions, flying back and forth at the same time. I'm like, man, it must have been exhausting.
Jesus. Also, jumping back on the makeup, that very much explains why Doc tears off his old makeup.
It was a long process, and he at the beginning of the movie, it's like, oh, I got a little like health skin thing, and the reason was literally he just didn't want to wear the fucking makeup.
He didn't want to come in 4 hours early. You know what? 100% fair.
Yup. But yeah, everything else is just fun, and like you said, I think yeah, I can just try to get back to the positives and stuff. It just, I think it still works because it still feels like a Back to the Future movie, you know?
Yeah, it also still feels like enough new is happening to not make you think too hard about the retreadiness.
Yeah, exactly. Because there's a lot. We do the hoverboard chase. We've seen where he wakes up in his mom and it thinks it's all a dream, and then we, of course, have to put Biff into manure.
Yeah, it's to I'm trying to think here and my brain is not focusing.
You're good.
I think also, even though the director didn't care about it as much, it's nice to have a movie where the future doesn't suck.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I think they said when writing that was one of their, they deliberately did that. Said,
Goals.
yeah, they said according to Gale, they tried to make the future a nice place where what's wrong is due to who lives in the future as opposed to technology, in stark contrast to the more pessimistic Orwellian future seen in most sci-fi films.
Yeah, like or even they had the costume designer work she mainly thought with materials that aren't easy to use now but hopefully in the future would be easier to make clothes out of.
Yeah.
And if anyone's wondering, Spielberg's favorite futuristic thing were the shoes.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
He really hoped that they would become an actual thing within like 3 years after the movie came out, and it was kind of sad they didn't.
Yeah. Everyone still wants those hoverboards, though.
What do you mean? We have hoverboards.
Apparently, he jokingly said one time, Zemeckis, on the film's behind the scenes thing, that the hoverboards using it were real, but not released to the public due to parents' complaints regarding safety. And they shot fake footage of real hoverboards, and then they didn't know they were joking, so some stores actually called him asking for the hoverboards.
Actually, for those scenes, they were using a fish wire mainly, or
Really?
fishing line.
Huh.
Yeah, so even in behind the scenes shot, you can't see the wires.
Oh, that's clever. Yeah, because they're white and clear. Okay.
Yeah, they're white, clear, strong, and so thin that it's hard to pick up.
Yeah.
Saves a lot of work for editors as well.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, it's also impressive how the film does actually predict a lot of things in the future. Like, even if we don't have flying cars now, they still had like video chat and like multiple screens and stuff like that.
Surfing in Vietnam.
We missed that upon watching it.
But also, even if I did catch it, I wouldn't have thought about how that was a joke.
Yeah, exactly. It just feels very like natural, you know, it's very organic, this type of future. Where a lot of Michael Jackson too, for some reason.
Well, he was still talked about a lot at the time.
Yeah.
Also, they were only 1 year off of the Cubs winning, so.
Yep, 2016. Yep. Just crazy. Trying to think of where else to go.
I am too. Because that's kind of it with the movie is there's not. It's just an adventure movie. It's a fun little adventure. There's not like a deep theme here.
No, it's just more of future hijinks.
Except maybe don't put a rich asshole in power, which luckily everyone learned that lesson before 2016.
Yeah. Oh, you want to know something too? Biff's personality in that future was 100% based off Donald Trump.
I hate it here.
Right? Like, yeah, the screenwriter said that he based that character off of Donald Trump. I mean, they called it Biff Tower, for Pete's sake.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think I have much else on this movie. It's still a fine sequel, but I would never rewatch it as much as I'd rewatch the original.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's like you said after the movie. It's like slightly above. If it was on a plane, I'd watch it.
Yeah, it's more of if it's on TV and I need to kill a few hours, I'll watch it again. Sure.
Yeah, exactly. But I wouldn't.
Or I'm sick in bed, I need to kill some time.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it like Back to the Future 1 or 3.
Which, maybe next we'll do 3. I'm kidding. We're not on the series wheel anymore.
No, we are not.
Yeah, it would have been a more fun segue if I actually set up the recording at the time, so I could instantly go into the thing. But it's already up, so.
All right.
So anyway, that was Back to the Future 2. Maybe we'll watch 3 next month. Not next month as in November, next month as in December.
Yeah.
Oh, we still have to figure out when we're recording the anniversary episode. That should be
Shoot,
fun.
we do, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to find the list of movies. I don't know when I want to explain what the anniversary is yet. Not yet, though.
Yeah.
Which also, happy Halloween to everyone.
Hooray! Happy Halloween from Cinema Roulette.
Cinema Roulette.
Ooh.
Oh, maybe I could ask Moose to make us like an official Halloween background.
Oh,
We'll
that'd
see.
be fun. Yeah.
I don't know what I would use it for though, because I like tying it into the movies we do.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if anyone's wondering, the movie we were going to cover was Possessor, but honestly, we were both just in a state of mind that the episode did not turn out great.
Yeah.
We'll probably cover the movie again in the future at some point, because it was a good movie.
Yeah. Definitely worth talking about. But yeah, we will save that. I'll put that on the back burner.
Maybe that will be added on the Lost Wheel.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are on the director wheel. We picked a bunch of directors, put 4 of their movies mostly on here. One director may have had 8 at one point, and then we took those off. But
I got nothing to say to that. Just, yeah.
fucking damn it. I realized by rules of the Lost Wheel, we could add those 4 back.
No.
Maybe Seven Samurai. I should give Seven Samurai a viewing.
Yeah, Seven Samurai is good. 3.5 hours, but really good.
It has an intermission. We can take a break.
It does have an intermission, yes.
Anyway, I'm not going to list every single movie on the wheel, but we have a bunch of them.
Yes.
If you're looking at the YouTube version, you can kind of read them right now. But more importantly, it's about to
Spin.
I fucking hate me. I fucking hate me.
What? What?
It's Near Dark.
Oh,
For those who don't know,
fucking course.
Near Dark is a movie by Catherine Bigelow that is nowhere. It's not streaming. And the DVD and Blu-ray are super out of print. We have means to watch this movie. It's the only real way to watch it if you don't want to spend $130. Which, hey, if a movie is fully out of print, there is nothing wrong with this.
Yeah.
Being honest.
Yeah, 100%.
Shout Factory, re-release this fucking movie. Or Arrow, someone get the fucking rights to this. Why isn't this out?
Yeah, seriously.
But yeah, we're next time, in November, we'll be covering a horror movie.
Yay.
We'll be back with Catherine Bigelow. Hopefully this goes better than the last 2 times we covered her with, I'll honestly say you don't even have to listen to our Zero Dark 30 episode, but Blue Steel was an interesting movie.
It was enjoyable. It was interesting. That was one with Jamie Lee Curtis, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Cop movie. Pretty good. Pretty fun.
Saying pretty good might be much.
Yeah. Decent.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with interesting.
That's fair.
Fucking, I'm so mad. Not that I don't even want to watch the movie. I do. It's fun. I'm sure it's fun. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But we were talking about it's like, oh man, this would be kind of a pain in the ass to get a hold of. So of course it's the first one it fucking picks.
The wheel's spite knows no bounds.
Oh my god, I should have you form the fucking wheel next one we do.
Right.
Anyway,
Thank
we'll
you
see
for
you next
listening.
time.